everybody feeling fine. There ain't no business like show business, baby. Show time. It is show time. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have a good time. Each and every one.
You know, with the commercial that you designed for, there's that big special effect of the person, the dirt, getting sucked up into the Swiffer rather. What did you have to do? Did you have to do anything in particular to collaborate with that effect to make the costume look very realistic?
Yes. My job was to create a dirt costume that was appealing, that wasn't a turn off and wasn't ugly, and I had to make. They came up with the idea of a country dirt, and so I created this country cowgirl look. Worked with a special effects company to create samples, did research and development, created a color palette that could appeal to people and be on TV. We had to harness all the actors, so the clothing had to fit, but yet leave room for harnesses, and we had to cut the clothing, and they had to fly against the Swiffer pad, and so there was a lot involved. It wasn't just fitting clothing, and we had a base to work with to adhere the special effects materials on there, and yeah, it was really fun. I mean, it was almost like working on a feature in the sense that I had to do sketches, create characters, the materials, but yet in 2 weeks' time.
I was just going to ask, how long did you have to do all that?
Yeah.
How many tests did you have to go through to be able to?
A lot. I was there every day to oversee, tweaking this and that, and just, making the dirt chunks bigger, smaller, shadowing the clothing so that it had some sort of, shadow effect. Mm-hmm.
I think people might forget the fact that in a commercial, the actors are still wearing costumes. How many commercials have you done?
Hundreds. Yes.
Wow. Well,
yeah, I do the Capital One commercials as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
very iconic at this point.
Yes.
That must make you feel very proud to have a character that people recognize just from her whole look.
Yes. In fact, when I went to buy the earrings, there was a young girl in the shop, and she said that she went to a fashion school back east, and I can't remember the name of it right now because I think I was too busy trying the earrings on. Anyway, she said that it was a case study for them, that they had to create alternative costumes. And Swiffer was one of the commercials they had to watch as a resource on, this is what you can do with alternative materials. So
wow,
that made me feel really great that I'm a case study.
I know.
Where my costumes are, anyway.
Something that I'm really curious about, there's such rich colors in the fabrics and the outfits that are worn. What were some of the inspirations that you had with
for the color in particular?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I'm really into color, and color is usually my starting point in any film that I'm designing. I kind of get a feeling and a sense of the color for the characters before I even know what the costume is. So that's where I start. And actually, I can't really analyze where it comes from, I have to say. It just comes from the heart or the gut, you know what I mean?
And the street children in the movie, Hugo himself, with the heavy sweaters, were they wool sweaters?
Yes, he was wearing wool.
What was the inspiration for that?
Well, I guess I looked at the period and kids from the period. I mean, that's kind of what they wore. It was knitwear, and the whole film was set in the winter. It was set during the winter months in Paris. There was snow, so I mean, really, there was a lot of wool, a lot of knitwear, a lot of heavy overcoats and hats and scarves for the rest of the people in the scene. So,
sure.
I don't know. I didn't really think about it. That's what he wore.
And then another question in regards to the movie. I know it was Martin Scorsese's first 3D movie.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that had an impact on your work, but is it something that you discussed with him?
Well, we discussed it, and to begin with, we did a few tests, some screen tests, and see how textures and colours and fabrics would work. And in fact, it was a lot better than I imagined it would be. It was a lot lot more beneficial to me than I thought it would be. I thought it would really accentuate all the faults and quite often we use original textiles and original costumes, and I thought it would really accentuate the fact that all these things were old and faded. And somehow or other, it made things look better. I have no idea why, but it actually made things look better, and it accentuated textures. It gave things a richer, more deep look.
I love
you would do normally, and so I think we were very, lucky.